Hey guys, how are ya? We're back with Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. There's just one last case left, and then we're through with this game. Oopala. So, let's take a look what we have to do next. A half-moon walk. Young Wiggins of the Irregulars seeks Holmes' advice on a family affair. His elder brother, Leighton, has been arrested by the police. He's accused in a double murder. Solve the crime, investigate the crime scene and talk to witness, interrogate Leighton and examine his belongings at Scotland Yard. Alright, so, before we do that, let's go and say hello to our little friend Toby.
Hello, Toby. All you need now is a shawl and a mock cap, and you could be Mrs. Hudson's younger sister.
And I think this is still looking at this old lady. Yeah, I have no idea why. Before I enter... okay. He backed out by himself. Alright. So, let's get started. Where do we want to go first? Let's go to the crime scene first, and then to Scotland Yard.
Holmes, poor little Wiggins needs our help.
Yeah, he does. Okay, we came from there. Now we have to take a look over here. Ah, okay, we came from there, and we have to go over here. Over there? Where's the crime scene? Okay, that's not the right way. That has to be this one. Yeah. Alright, somebody got dragged here. There are the marks. Okay. Yeah, there are two dead bodies.
Please, gentlemen, leave the scene now. Oh, Mr. Holmes, is that you?
Good evening, Constable...
Constable Marrow. I was here with Inspector Aberline during the Ripper case, Mr. Holmes, back in '88. But then this is nothing like that case. With this one, we've got the murderer, the weapon, and the statements, which speak for themselves.
Of course, Marrow. But you know that appearances can sometimes be deceiving. Who were the victims?
The two men here, both shot. The stab fellow was Brian Vacotti, a well-known ruffian. The other, Kenneth Butler, a jeweller by trade.
Okay.
You spoke of statements. You have witnesses?
Well, I was there, so I gave my own statement. And then there were two other witnesses who said they saw the killer Chapman. Mr. Turner, a gentleman who lives in that flat over there. And Polly Powell, a flower seller, who was over at the far side of the street.
Okay.
So, Constable Marrow, I should be delighted to hear your testimony.
I was standing at the north side of Half Moon Street. That was the side that you came from.
But you would have been unable to observe this part of the street, where we are standing now.
That is correct. But I saw the two victims slowly enter Half Moon Street, and then shortly after, the fireworks started. A few minutes after that, the fellow Chapman rushed towards me and ran into Half Moon Street.
Please continue.
I didn't pay attention, but suddenly I heard a woman's cries and police whistles on the other side of Half Moon Street. I rushed over there and I saw the two dead bodies on the ground. When I reached Whitechapel Street, I saw Leighton Chapman. He'd been caught by two police constables.
Yeah, maybe he just ran because he heard the shots. So...
Did you hear the shots?
I didn't hear any shots. The fireworks were all over the sky. They were so
Ah,
loud
okay.
I couldn't hear anything else.
Okay, okay.
What were the fireworks in honor of, Constable?
Well, today's Queen Victoria's birthday, Mr. Holmes.
Ah, yes, I appear to have lost track of the days. It is May now, of course.
Okay.
Constable Marrow, what else caught your attention while you were running through Half Moon Street?
I saw nothing but rats, and I took the time to light every corner with my lamp.
Did you happen to look up at Mr. Turner's window when you were on Half Moon Street at that time?
Yes, I saw that the window was open, but no one was there. It was dark in the room.
So somebody could have shot
Constable,
from up there.
your statements have been of great value to me.
Mr. Holmes, I had no doubt about this case, but now that you are here...
Okay, let's start and examine the first body. What is this?
A tattoo from Westgate Prison.
Okay.
McCotty must have done some time there.
I didn't know that they tattooed prisoners so that they are easier to recognize on the street.
He tried to stop the bleeding with his hand. Death was not instant.
So he got shot in the stomach.
The bullet penetrated his stomach.
Yeah.
A dreadful wound.
Okay. Ah, yeah, he's in pain.
Brian Vercotti suffered greatly. What a terrible way to die.
Okay. Let's start with the obvious part before I press R1. We have the head, left pocket. There's key.
This is an ordinary key. I wonder what kind of door it opens.
Yeah, just keep it for safekeep.
The bullet struck his head. This man didn't stand a chance.
That was a bullet from his left. Okay. Plates. Yeah, stuck object. Yeah, I thought I saw that already. Piece of wood. Let me take it.
A piece of wood that has stuck between the cobblestones. Let us take a closer look. This shard of wood is quite new.
Okay. Huh.
A fairly long pole with a forked end. A fairly...
Yeah, it's an object of interest. Okay. I think we need to get up somewhere, or we have to reach something. That's why what the pole is for. So let's take a look if something is up there in the air somewhere. Talk to him. I got that. Let's get over here. Can we talk to you? Yeah.
Good evening, Mr. Turner.
I heard Constable Marrow reply to you as Mr. Holmes. Are you that detective gentleman? I've heard of you. And well, I know things about this evening.
Excellent. Might we hear your story? Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
I was already in bed when the fireworks started.
Did it
A
mistake?
few moments after, I clearly heard 2 gunshots from outside.
Please continue.
I quickly got up and I grabbed the lamp from my nightstand and I rushed towards the window. I looked down and I saw 2 bodies. And there was a man with a gun who was standing nearby.
Where exactly?
Well, near this body.
Did he notice you?
I don't think so. He rushed towards Whitechapel Street without looking around.
Should have taken a look at him first before I asked him. So let's see. Nothing on his head. Looks like it. Yeah, this brooch is clear. This medal. Crimean War veteran. Okay. He's a so that I'm sure he is a shooter. He could have shot from anywhere. Possibly. Requires support, weak leg, limping. Ah, okay. Then there's something up here. There needs to be something up there. What am I missing? I got that. Something missing. No, I don't want to skip. I'm sure I can find it. The hell? Huh? Where's the last part? Here. Missing buttons. Poor life. Okay.
Mr. Turner, did you see anyone else in the street?
No, I saw no one but that man, the murderer, the fellow they caught.
Were the two shots you heard consecutive?
Yes, there was a very short pause between them, and they sounded different somehow. It seemed to me that the second shot was louder than the first.
That is an interesting comment.
So there were two weapons.
Mr. Turner, what were your actions after you stepped up to the window?
I was afraid that the man with the gun might return, so I stayed close to the window till I saw the policeman coming in the Half Moon from Whitechapel. Then I walked out to tell them everything I saw.
You have helped us a great deal, Mr. Turner.
Nah, not really, actually.
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
Let's see, what do we have at the moment? Turner's view, dark window. What is the first clue? Conflict states Mr. Turner stated that he remained at the window of his flat until the police arrived. However, this is in conflict with Merrow's statement, as the constable did not see anyone at the window. Different shots, two victims? No. Okay. So, what else? Let's take a look. Ah, the lady over there with the flower stand.
Mrs. Powell?
What do you want?
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm assisting the police with their investigation of the crime that took place this evening.
Well, I've already gave my testimony, but very well.
Could you tell us everything that you may have seen or heard?
Yes. I was selling my flowers as usual, and then the fireworks began, in honour of Queen Victoria. I enjoyed those. But then, all of a sudden, a young lad ran out of Half Moon Street and stopped just by me. He had a gun in his hand. He was like a ghost, and all covered in blood. It was dark, but I could see him, because of the flashes from the fireworks.
And then?
I screamed as loud as I could. I knew that a policeman should be on duty in the vicinity. He had no time to escape. 2 constables got him. Then another constable came out from the very same street, and I heard him talking of a horrible murder.
Did you see anyone else leaving Half Moon Street, prior to or at the time of the crime?
No, sir, I did not. Even with all the fireworks, I was very attentive, as I'm always on the lookout for customers.
Mrs. Powell, did you hear the gunshots?
I'm not sure. You know, what with the fireworks?
My thanks to you, Mrs. Powell.
Okay, this one is completed. There's nothing more to investigate here. But actually, let's just take a little bit more look around. No, okay, I can't move there. Okay, so we have 2 dead bodies. He says there were 2 shots from different sounds. He found something wooden here. He is a killer. I think he has a wooden leg. And because he needs support and so on, because he's standing like that, he has a wooden leg. He lost a part of his wooden leg down here. That was the part we got, we grabbed. But I don't know why he killed those two men. But that's what I think. At least at the moment. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Then let's go to Scotland Yard and talk to the brother. And examine his belongings.
Mr. Holmes, whatever brings you here so late at night?
I'm interested in the case of young Leighton Chapman. He was arrested earlier this evening and accused of a double murder.
I beg your pardon? That case is quite clear to the police. Or are there any new facts that we don't know about?
Who knows, Inspector?
Look, you are free to investigate, of course, Mr. Holmes. Chapman was arrested with a revolver in his possession, which you can find in the evidence room. The suspect himself is in custody.
Did you find anything else on his person?
A few personal belongings. Nothing particular, Mr. Holmes.
Thank you, Lestrade.
Lestrade is a really
Mr.
cool
Holmes,
name.
what is the trouble with that lad? Isn't he guilty of murder?
I haven't been here. Cracking floors. I think I can't investigate anything here. So let's just go over to the to his belongings. Let's start with the watch.
A cheap watch, bought with his own money, no doubt.
An apple. The apple is not from interest, okay.
These cigarettes are filled with cheap tobacco. Nothing interesting.
Yeah, it's really just the revolver.
So this is the gun that Leighton was holding when he was caught by the police. It is a Webley revolver, a reliable weapon. It seems as though the shells were not removed from the cylinder.
Yeah, can we open it? I would like to open it, but I want to see if they're really two. Okay, yeah, there's at least one. Yeah, there's two. Two missing.
2 out of the 6 shells have been fired. There were 2 shots.
But he said we had 2 different sounds, so that doesn't make any sense to me. Latest revolver, 2 victims. Kenneth Butler and Brian Bacotti were the victims of a double murder carried out by one person. Yeah. This was sure. Huh? Where is it here again? Okay. Different shots, yeah. Tanner could hear the contrast between 2 fired shots, as in fact 3 shots were made. At first a single shot was fired and then 2 guns fired simultaneously directly afterwards. Turner could hear the contrast between 2 fired shots, as they were made from different points. Huh? Let's take this one. Reenact crossfire at Half Moon Street. Then this would be... Ah, okay. Yeah, we will try that. What else do we have? Common statement. No. No. Compiling evidence. The witness testimonies and the crime weapon clearly point to one possible culprit, Leighton Chapman. Okay. Let's see. Let's talk to him. And then we will react this.
please escort this suspect for interrogation.
He sounds so mean.
Good evening, Mr. Chapman.
Who are you? I've got nothing to say. It's all a mistake.
Calm down, Leighton. I have come here to help you. To find out if you truly are innocent, as your younger brother Wiggins has told me.
My brother? You know him? Then that means you're...
Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, blimey.
Blimey.
All right, Mr. Holmes. I'll tell you everything.
Okay. He has a pink eye. And a scar. Deep scar. Okay, the fights grew up on street. Okay. Whoa. You got really beaten. Recent beating, resist arrest. Hot-headed. Okay. Oops. I can't see it. What a... Office clerk. Fancy scarf, downtown fashion, kashi job. Okay. And Westgate Prison as well. Just like the other fella. The dead one.
Good. Tell me your account of what happened.
I left my work and I hurried up to see the fireworks in Whitechapel. I was late, so I decided to cut through Half Moon Street. I saw the first fireworks light up in the sky. I bumped into a constable on a corner before entering Half Moon. Then suddenly, what with all the firework flare, I saw two men. They were both lying flat in the middle of the street. I stopped where I was. I thought about turning back to the police, but as I was thinking of that, I saw a third person. He was leaning over the body that was furthest from me. The second I saw him, he raised his head and he stared at me. In a flash, I saw his gun, but he made a dash for it instead and he escaped through Whitechapel Street.
He escaped? Okay.
So you might still have had time to return to the constable.
I panicked. I didn't know what to do. Anyway, I approached the bodies just to see if they were still alive. I saw that one had blood pumping out of his stomach. He was dying. It was horrible. The second one was already dead. He had a hole in his head. He was holding a gun in his hand, though. I took it, and then I followed the third man.
Okay.
Interesting. Pray, continue.
I turned a corner, and I saw the man standing in the middle of the street. He seemed to be in some sort of panic. And then, Mr. Holmes, something strange happened. I told the police and they laughed at what I said, but I swear to you, my words are true. I started running towards him. But then I was blinded by a flash. It was so bright that I hardly saw anything for a good dozen seconds. But I kept running forward. As I arrived in Whitechapel, I heard a woman screaming. And then I was caught by the police. But there wasn't a trace of that man. Of course, then they found a gun and all that blood. I couldn't see the murderer escaping and all that mess. Perhaps I was still half-blinded at that moment.
A thrilling account, my young man. Leighton, are you able to describe the person whom you saw standing in Half Moon Street?
Well, I wasn't able to see his face at all. It was too dark, and he was too far away. I could see his silhouette.
And what about that?
Nothing so special. He was wearing a jacket. He was quite average in size and his weight.
I see. Was there anything else that struck you at the time?
No. But perhaps... It's strange, but I can't remember the sound of his footsteps as he was running away. Perhaps it was because of the fireworks or the surprise of me seeing him.
Leighton, I confess I am puzzled. Why should a young lad like you take a gun from the hands of a dead man and set off in pursuit of a probable killer?
I know. I keep wondering that, but at the time it was like a reflex. A criminal ought to be arrested, and he was armed.
You were willing to risk your life. That was a little foolish, unless you wanted revenge.
No, Mr. Holmes. I was just being brave and stupid.
You're lying.
I'm sure that you were, but I believe that you may have recognized one of the victims, Brian Vercotti. You knew that gentleman well, did you not?
However could you know that?
You have a typical tattoo of the Westgate Brotherhood upon your hand. I observed exactly the same mark upon Mr. Vercotti. You came to know him from your sharing a past prison sentence. Am I correct, Mr. Chapman?
Oh, God. You're right, Mr. Holmes.
Would you tell me a little about Brian Vercotti?
We were convicted for a robbery. Once in prison, both of us joined one of these fraternities. During that year, we tried to help each other out, you know?
You were quite young then, I believe.
Yes, Mr. Holmes, we were. We'd only stolen a pound of meat. After we were released, and when I saw what my little brother had become, I decided to work towards living an honest life.
And Vercotti?
He had a hard time. His sister had died in a Whitechapel dispensary while he was in prison. He had no family anymore. Our paths split. He fell back into crime.
So you lost him?
Yes. And for around 2 years, I heard no news of him at all.
We shall see you soon, young man.
Okay. So. So what's new? Personal motive. The violent crime committed on Half Moon Street by Leighton Chapman could have had a personal motive. I'm not sure what the motive, but okay. Imaginary man. The person whom Leighton Chapman describes in his statements as a figment of his own imagination created to vindicate himself. Really? I think so. Okay, those are not working for another, so now we have the simultaneous shots. We should try and reenact this whole thing. We still have the key. There's maybe for something useful. There was possible crossfire between Kenneth Butler and Brian Vercotti at Half Moon Street. Examine the dead bodies and perform a reenactment. Talk to Mr. Turner and check the view from his flat. There should be something to explain his contradictory statements. Yeah. That's what I thought. Let's go back to Half Moon Street. First of all, let's go to the bodies.
What's up with you, lad? What are you waiting for?
I'm waiting for my brother to be released.
Your brother?
The one that you caught, beat up and imprisoned.
Ah, the murderer.
He ain't killed no one, copper.
Watch your mouth, lad, else you'll be joining that worthless brother of yours.
Okay, let's... One of the victims possibly fired his gun twice. Find out who... Okay. Yeah, we can do this. Who it might have been. Yeah, we do it in a second.
Mr. Holmes.
Oh, okay. Not interesting. Do you have something interesting to say?
It would be my pleasure to assist you with your investigation.
Okay. He has a headshot. One fired twice. He has a wound in his stomach. A headshot is more precise, so I think he is a gunman. No, that's wrong. That's definitely wrong. Okay, so there could be a bullet over there. Or over there. Let's see. Let's take this one.
A fairly long pole.
Yeah, I thought I could just take it because I think there's
I am unable to see any higher. I need to find something to lift my lamp.
Ah, I knew it.
This should be useful.
Sometimes he moves really awkwardly. Okay, let's see. Nothing here. There's a hole.
This is most definitely a bullet hole. The brick cracks are fresh.
Yeah.
Watson, there was a third shot fired in this street.
Really, it's complete? No, I don't think it's complete. Let's take a look over here. Oh, I can't? Oh, damn it. So then maybe there's nothing. So he shot twice. And shot him in his stomach. Like, I don't believe that he... Yeah, there must be a third person, really. Okay. Third shot, 2 victims. Kenneth Butler and Brian McCarty both died of crossfire, with each of them holding a gun. One of the guns is now missing. Or, double murder, Kenneth Butler and Brian McCarty were the victims of a double murder carried out by one person. Let's say crossfire. Oof. That doesn't look good. Double murder? Still doesn't look good. Simultaneously shots, that's wrong. Maybe firing position. Ooh! Nah, this is not right. This is not right. Okay, first of all, let's go back to crossfire and simultaneous shots. And now we need to talk to him again. Oops.
Mr. Turner, you have stated that you remained close by your window after the crime. Is that correct?
Oh, yes, Mr. Holmes. I stayed at my window until the policeman arrived to examine the dead bodies.
That is very interesting, Mr. Turner.
Hey, Kai.
Constable Marrow stated that he did not see anyone at the window when he was running through Half Moon Street.
Well, I think Constable Marrow and me...
In a second. Are you kidding me, Kai? What the hell? Why would you write that? Stop that.
We might have been distracted by the whistles and shouts coming from Whitechapel. We could have missed each other somehow. You understand what I mean? It was a bit of a stressful moment, to tell you the truth, sir.
Allow me to form my own theories, Mr. Turner. Would you mind showing me the view that you had from your window?
Not at all, Mr. Holmes. Please, follow me.
What was that?
Mr. Turner appears to live very modestly.
Alright.
This fire is dying out. It was last tended to over an hour ago.
Okay. Fire, ashes, burnt paper. Okay.
The papers are almost entirely burned. I am unable to see what's written here.
Maybe.
These words are illegible.
Maybe we can retrace it.
The papers were thrown into the fire just a short while ago.
Alright. So he had something to hide. Let's look around a little bit more before we go to the window. This is the window? Or is there another one from his bedroom? Nothing here. Can't look out there.
Mr. Turner was roused from his bed by the sound of gunshots.
At least that's what he said. Alright, what kinds of books does he have?
The books on this shelf are in a mess. It looks as though Mr. Turner was trying to find something in a hurry here, a short while ago.
Mm-hmm. There it is. The walking stick, the end. Yeah.
Perfect match.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Turner broke his stick when it became stuck between the cobblestones. He did not mention that he was so near to the victims.
So I'm actually sure he stole something from one of the victims and maybe burned it in the fire. That could be possible. Let's see.
This kitchen knife is quite sharp.
Alright. Okay.
There are pieces of shredded paper scattered over the table. This kitchen knife was used to cut the paper.
What else do we have? This is the hat. Nothing to see here. Let's take a look outside the window.
So, that's the view Mr. Turner had when he opened the window. The dead body of Kenneth Butler. Brian Vercotti's contorted corpse. Mr. Turner had a perfect view of the crime scene. He saw the bodies clearly, and Leighton Chapman standing over them.
Okay. Wait. Approached the bodies first. Then he took something. What?
No, it didn't happen this way.
What? Are you sure?
The dead...
And now? Can't I do it again? Did I make a mistake? Leighton Chapman's statement regarding the jacketed man who disappeared at Half Moon Street now seems reasonable, as the 3 shots at this crime scene prove the presence of a second gun that is now missing. Reenact Merrill's pursuit with the... Okay. Alright. Okay, let's do it again. Took something, approached the body, took something, broke the stick. Moment. Took something, broke the stick. Wait. Why can't I just... That's weird. Build sequence. He approached the body. And then he took something, but why can't I change it? I have to change it to this one. And then this... I only can activate and deactivate it. Let's reset. Okay. He approached the body, took something and broke the stick. Yeah, that's... it can only activate and deactivate it.
No, it didn't happen.
Why
this way.
doesn't it work? It worked last time. With the other... You know what? I have an idea. Maybe I can do it from underneath. I think I can't do it like this way. Let's get out of here. And let's do it again. You approach the body. I need to switch between the different sequences, but it's not possible. Approach the body. Took something, broke the stick. Well, let's do it like... Wait. Somehow it's not working. Let's try it again. So, he approached the body, and now he should be moving, and you should see the second thing.
No, it didn't happen this way.
I know how it happened, but I can't switch. He approached the body, then took something. But I can only activate and deactivate stuff. This is bullshit. Let's see.
No, it didn't happen this way.
It's not working. It's not working what I'm trying to do. This is so stupid. Why isn't it working? Talk to Constable Mara and find out if it would have been possible to miss someone hiding in the shadows of Half Moon Street at the time of the crime. Let's do this first.
Constable Marrow, I would value your assistance in this investigation.
It would be my pleasure, Mr. Holmes.
I would like to make sure that there are no places in Half Moon Street where a man could hide while you were running through it with your lamp.
All right, Mr. Holmes, what should I do?
Take your lamp and start walking, just as you did before, and try to find me.
Understood.
Do I have to hide now? Oh no, I'm playing him. Okay. Yeah, he's there. I saw you.
I can see you very well, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
Ah, now we play a little game of hide and seek. Let's check. Yeah.
Here you are, Mr. Holmes.
All right, Constable. Let's try again. I'll find another place to hide.
Okay. Not here. Let's see. Ah, he's inside the door. Wanna bet? He's inside here. Nah, he's here. Okay.
Mr. Holmes, it wasn't difficult to find you at all.
It is obvious now. No one could escape Constable Marrow's lamp while hiding in the street.
Huh? Doesn't make any sense. Up the walls. If we can assume that there was one more person on Half Moon Street at the time of the crime, then there was no way forward or back for his escape, only up. Let us reenact the action, recreate the fireworks described by Leighton, and attempt to climb the wall. Alright, let's try this. Find the flare gun and climbing equipment. Really?
It would be my...
Yeah, shut up. So there's nothing here. Should climb a wall? But which wall? Ah, now I'm back here again. Yeah, I can just activate. This is bullshit. I wanna switch it.
No, it didn't happen this
Okay,
way.
let's try it another way. This took something.
No, it didn't happen this way.
And one last try.
No, it didn't
Yeah,
happen
of course
this
not.
way.
Because I should have. I should mark them with 1, 2, and 3. Do we have something to say?
Mr. Holmes.
Nah. Don't have anything to say. Nothing to find here.
Such a young man.
Huh. Where do I find the flare gun? Ooh!
This mirror is turned towards Half Moon Street.
Okay. Why so?
Locked. Locked.
Okay. Let's walk around here some more.
Locked.
Locked as well.
Locked.
Locked as well. Can't talk to him. This is the way out. Okay. Now let's go over here.
Locked.
Also locked. Oops. Why did you turn around? Didn't want to. Nope. Can't go any further.
Locked.
Also locked. How? Ah. Can't go further like that. Can I go to this door? I can. Doesn't matter. And we have this one left.
Locked.
All of them are locked. I have a key. Isn't the key for something? Can't I just search all those crates and so on? The mirror is pointed towards there. Wait. Climbed up a wall. At which wall? And now I'm back here. I still can't change those. I can just activate and deactivate. Nope, didn't want to do that.
No, it didn't happen this way.
I don't get it. Why can I only activate and deactivate? Why can't I just activate a second? The took something part. I can't do that. I don't know why. This is somehow it's bugged. Let's get in here again and look around. Well, he took something. Let's talk to him again. He had to.
Anything else?
Damn it. Okay. I think I got it. Come on, let's get outside again. This is one. Now we have to go inside. Threw something in the fire. I got it from bed. Okay, reset. This one is first. Then he opened the... No. He opened the window. Then he went down, approached the body, came up, cut the papers with his knife. Oh, I forgot something. Okay, reset. I took something. He placed the stick afterwards. Okay, once again. So, he got up from bed. Because he heard shots. Then he opened the window, approached the body afterwards. Then placed the broken stick, cut the papers with a knife, and threw something into the fire. Let's see if this one was correct. Oops! Okay, watch the sequence. So he got up, took his cane. Let's fast forward a little bit. Because he heard the shots. He went over to the window and opened it. Yeah, that looks good. Then he went down, all the way. Took something, broke his cane, got back, put away the cane, walked over to the table, cut something, and threw it into the fire.
So
there we
Mr.
go.
Turner used a book to hide an object that he found on Kenneth Butler's body. The question is, what did he find?
Let's take a look. Books. Footprints.
I can see prints from greasy fingers upon the cover of this book. Let us take a closer look.
Moby Dick by Herman Melville.
Well now, what a find! A precious jewel, concealed inside a book.
He cut off the pages. Now I get it.
A bracelet with a unique ram's head design. A distinctive feature of ancient Grecian artifacts, probably of the Hellenistic era.
Okay. So, let's talk to him again. Hopefully he has something new to say.
Mr. Turner, how would it be possible for a man of advanced years, such as yourself, to rush from his bed to the window in a matter of seconds, as you have stated?
Well, I'm able to move very quickly, despite my age, and when the situation requires it, Mr. Holmes.
I highly doubt that, Mr. Turner. I observe that you suffer a severe limp due to your injured right leg. It would have taken at least 10 seconds for you to approach the window. That means you could have easily missed something or someone in Half Moon Street during that time.
You're right, Mr. Holmes. I could have missed something. But it did seem to me that everything happened so quickly. Time can pull tricks on you.
And what of everything else that you told us? Mr. Turner, it is vital that we have your complete and true statement.
Mr. Holmes, I do assure you that the other things I said were most sincere.
Oh, come on, stop lying.
Mr. Turner, you were not sincere with me. Not then, and not now.
But Mr. Holmes...
This, Mr. Turner, does not look like anything that a poor man might possess. It is worth more than the home that you live in.
I can explain.
You can.
No, merely correct me if I am wrong. You saw Leighton Chapman through the window, but you also noticed a glittering object on the ground, this precious jewel. You walked down and took the bracelet from the body of Kenneth Butler, and when you heard the whistles, you hurried away. That broke your walking stick. It caught fast between the cobbles. Constable Marrow was unable to see you in the window as you were climbing up the stairs on your way back to your flat. Upon returning home, you hid the precious jewel inside a book.
Mr. Holmes, please don't send me to prison. I didn't do anything bad. I'm just a poor man. When I chanced upon the bracelet, I saw it as an opportunity to make a little money. I was desperate. I only took the bracelet, that's all, I swear.
You made a mistake by lying to me. But you are not a criminal. I believe that. Although I must return this bracelet to its rightful owner.
Okay. Inquire into the bracelet. Search Turner's file is completed. Okay. Investigate the ancient bracelet and find out how it could have appeared at Halfmoon Street. And find the flare gun to emulate the fireworks and tools for climbing the wall. Okay. Okay, let's get back to Baker Street first, and then we will do the other stuff with the flare gun. Do we have something new in here? No. Okay. Right, let's see. So, let's go to the archives. So we have antique bracelet, distinctive ram hats, last not research, newspapers, it's not that, encyclopedias, antique art of Neapolitan but not British, economic and science, technology, history maybe? Is that something about Greek?
Is not.
No, Roman?
That is.
Nope. There's some botany. Huh. Technology? No. Economics? Ah! These beautiful antique jewels represent a part of the Hellenistic treasures collection. Depicted are the 5 heads of mountain rams upon a bracelet, necklace and ring, each made of pure gold. The 5 rams of Mytilene, I don't know how to spell this, or how to pronounce this, have been missing from the museum since 1885. Alright.
Here it is.
So,
I need to continue my research in my archives.
more?
This is where I keep my post.
Use article about antiques. So, 1885. So we need to take a look at the newspapers. 1885. Wellington. No, Hellenistic treasures stolen. A treacherous theft. The Hellenistic treasures were stolen yesterday evening while being transported by cab on their way from the British Museum to the Glassford Fine Art exhibition. Pawn shop owner Kenneth Butler contacted Scotland Yard that night and provided information regarding a gentleman who had attempted to sell him a collection of historical art at his pawn shop in Church Street. That's the fella who's dead, one of the fellas. Kenneth Butler, I think, was the one with the stomach wound? Or the headshot, I'm not sure. The police have since captured the described man, a professional thief by the name of Vincent Foley, who had been in the process of escaping London via the port. He was recognized by the surviving driver of the cab that had transported the collection of Hellenistic treasures. Vincent Foley refused to confess as to where the remainder of the treasures were hidden. He was eventually imprisoned. The lost treasures are still to be found.
Here it is.
Alright.
One of the victims, Kenneth Butler, was involved in the story of the stolen Hellenistic treasures. A visit to his pawn shop should tell me more.
Okay, let's do this. Let's go to the pawn shop first, before we take a look for the flare gun and so on. It's more complicated than I thought. Okay. Let's take a look around. Huh? Can I walk up here? In a way, yes, but not really. Can't go in there. This is the pawn shop. I still want to take a look around first. So there's something here. Gates, not going through there yet. Although I think it's just a way out. And back to the map. Okay. Ah, that's the key for. Okay, it was a guy with a headshot.
Butler's key matches the lock perfectly.
Yeah, should be. Okay, starting from the left. We have some shelves.
These tools are exactly what I need to climb the wall.
Ah, okay. Alright. Now I just need to find the flare gun. There's a flare gun.
This is exactly what we need in order to imitate the flash of the fireworks.
Is he just stealing the stuff? Okay. Is there nothing else? Wait. We got that. We got those. Investigate the ancient bracelet and find out how Hong appeared. Check if possible to escape the crime scene by climbing the wall. Okay. I think that's it for here. And I think this is just the way out to the map. Let's go this way. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, back to Half Moon Street. Okay, let's talk to the constable.
Why are you looking at me all the time like that?
I'm just watching you, lad. I never know what to expect from people like you.
People like me?
Yes, street beggars and thieves.
I ain't a thief.
Oh no? Then where did you get whatever it is that you're gnawing on? I very much doubt that you bought it.
What ain't seen can't hardly be stolen.
Huh? I don't get that.
I'll do anything to save my brother, Mr. Holmes.
Okay. Constable, let's do this.
Constable Marrow, Watson, I would like to perform another kind of reenactment with your help.
I'm listening, Mr. Holmes.
I want to check if Leighton's testimony can be trusted. If someone could vanish into thin air at a specific moment.
But Holmes, I don't see how.
I am going to be the mysterious gentleman whom Leighton followed. I will stand exactly where he saw him before he was blinded by the flash. Watson, you will be Leighton. When I fire the signal flare, you should start to chase me.
I understand, Holmes.
Okay.
You, Constable Marrow, just play your part and do exactly as you did. Just, please, wait 5 seconds after the signal flare. I doubt that Polly Powell would have screamed any earlier.
As you say, Mr. Holmes.
Let us begin then. Catch me if you can.
Catch me if you can. Nice. Alright. Find a spot where a man might be able to climb the wall. Bui. It has to be here somewhere. There. Yeah, to the right.
The moon illuminates this wall. Anyone trying to climb it would be easily spotted by Constable Marrow.
Really?
This wall is cast in shadow. It would be difficult to see anyone scaling it.
Okay. Ooh.
I can barely see anything. Holmes? Are you there?
This was funny. Little gimmick.
Where is he? My God, a man can't just disappear like that. Holmes? Holmes? Where are you?
I cannot see you, Mr. Holmes. Dr. Watson, it seems that Mr. Holmes has disappeared.
Don't worry, gentlemen. I am up here, above your heads.
How on earth did you get up there, Holmes?
I am using crampons and a climbing axe, although the person we are looking for did not leave any traces of such tools. Constable, is there any way to get to the top of this building?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, I can show you. The door to the building can be found from Whitechapel Street.
Ah, I thought so.
Gentlemen, I am on my way down.
Alright, this door. Inspect the attic. Alright, we will start over here. Once again, always starting left. And then we are making our way around the room. There's nothing in the front. Skip the back.
These shards of glass are from the window above.
Yeah, it is. A jacket. Shabby fabric. Black threads.
A cluster of thick black threads. They're unusually strong. I should examine them under the microscope.
Okay, I have to get back to Baker Street.
Someone broke through the window to get inside the attic, but in his haste he ripped his jacket.
Alright.
We can conclude that the person whom Leighton saw climbed up the wall, broke into the attic window, and escaped through the hatch.
But the door was locked. I tried to open the door earlier, and it didn't work. Do we have something else? No. Alright. So, what do we have now? Wall climber, Leighton statement. Leighton's innocence. Leighton Chapman's statement regarding the mysterious jacketed man who participated in the shooting at Half Moon Street was proven to be true, or, compelling evidence, the witness testimonies and the crime weapon clearly point to one possible culprit. Nah, it is this one. He is innocent. I'm really sure. That's everything is red! Are you kidding me? Let's do this. It's one person. Cristiano could hear the contrast between two first shots as they were made from different points. Yes. Yeah, yeah, it all points to him, but actually no, I don't see it. I don't see it. Ah. Well, wait. Is there something else? Wall climber? No. There are still a lot of facts missing. So, let's get out of here. Or did I miss something? No, I think this is done. Alright, what do we have here? Yes, this one. Alright, so let's get back to Baker Street and examine those threads. Let's continue.
Let us take a closer look.
Wrong direction. There it is.
It is not a thread, but a hair. I very much doubt that it is human.
Really?
I need to compare this sample with a human hair and
a horse, yeah.
A shaving brush is usually made from horsehair. Watson, could you please pass me your shaving brush?
Aha.
Here you are.
Okay.
Watson, look, what's outside the window?
Well, I don't see anything. Ouch! Holmes!
Don't make such a fuss. One little hair.
Well, first of all...
Human hair is significantly thinner than the black sample.
Yeah. I didn't know that he has grey hair. Okay.
The horse hair is thinner than the hair that we found. So, this black hair belongs to an animal, and it is larger than a horse. A hair from a large and exotic animal.
Okay. Circus acrobat. The man who vanished from the crime scene at Half Moon Street could be a circus acrobat. He managed to scale a 30-foot high wall in a matter of seconds. A hair from a large exotic animal was found in his discarded jacket. Possible? Or imaginary man, the person whom Leighton Chapman describes in his statements as a figment of his own imagination created to indicate himself. Nah. We have the evidence, so it has to be something like that. There's still the personal motive. Oh, now everything is red. Alright. What else we got? Investigate the bracelet and find out how it could have appeared at Half Moon. Jail thief. Tunnels have been made. Okay. Watson, I need help.
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
My mind is filled with questions. Investigate the ancient bracelet. How can I still investigate it? Let's go back to the pawn shop. I think I overlooked something. Have I forgotten something here? No. Long lost art. So maybe there's more of that in the pawn shop. Right, let's see. I think I've missed something of value. Ah, the counter. Ah! This left drawer. There it is. That's a necklace.
The ram's heads. This necklace belongs to the 5 Rams of Mittelin collection. Interesting. That means that Kenneth Butler owned a part of this collection all this time, 10 years after the theft.
Not only one. the other one as well. Okay, now we've got a letter. Brian Vercotti's letter. Hello, Kenneth. I remember you once told me about 3 pieces of golden jewelry with ram heads from ancient Greece. You still got them, right? Well, good news for you. I found a man loaded with money who's crazy about those jewels. He's ready to fork out a small fortune. I can arrange a meeting with this money bag for you, but I want you to cut me in on the deal. I'll be waiting for you at the crossing of Great Alley and Half Moon Street on Sunday evening before the fireworks. I thought so. I thought so.
It looks as though Mr. Butler kept a careful record of his operations.
Okay. With the long lost aunt and Butler's jewels? What? Are you kidding me? 2 victims, okay. Burglary motive. The search for the missing Hellenistic treasures could be the motive for the crime that was committed on Half Moon Street. Mr. Turner picked up the bracelet directly after the murder, but the ring is still missing. Personal motive. The violent crime committed on Half Moon Street by Leighton Chapman could have had a personal motive. I think it's a burglary motive, yeah. Yeah. Alright, what else do we need? There's nothing here? Nothing more? No. So now we know how it happened in a way. Let's get over here. We found another necklace. The ring is still missing. So it means there has to be something on the bodies at Half Moon Street. Because we have the bracelet and the necklace, and now the ring is missing. And he brought all of them to the meeting. Or the person who killed them got the ring. Only the ring, because he was surprised by Leighton seeing him.
Wiggins, my lad, what are you doing here? You'd best be leaving and be quick about it.
I've done nothing wrong. You'd learn more by watching Mr. Holmes. He knows exactly what he's doing. Not like you.
Oi, watch your tongue.
He has the ring. Am I right? Do you have the ring, little boy?
Mr. Holmes?
No.
It would be my pleasure.
Wait. The ring is still missing, but I examined all the bodies. Hand, head. What am I missing? Once again. There's nothing here. I examined the head. Can't take a look at him. So. It's not a double murder. Crossfire. Let's do it like this. Ooh, there's a new clue. The person who was seen only by Leighton Chapman escaped the crime scene by climbing the wall. He was a skillful acrobat. The criminal took a gun from one of the dead bodies. Vanishing act. Alright. Ask Wiggins. Oh, oopala. This way. Come on, move. Wiggins, I need to talk to you. Could you just stop looking around the corner so I can talk to you? Right.
Mr. Holmes?
We have good news for you, Wiggins. The investigation has proven very interesting so far. We found facts and details that confirm your brother's innocence.
I knew it, Mr. Holmes.
But for now, Wiggins, we need your help.
Anything you like, Gov.
I need you to locate a circus that has stopped over in London. It needs to have disposed of at least one exotic animal. A very large one.
Maybe a bear.
You can count on me, Mr. Holmes.
Alright, what's next? Smoking the pipe. continue. The next morning, very early.
I do hope that those children don't get into trouble, Holmes.
Don't worry, Watson. I predict some news in 7 seconds.
1, 2.
Mr. Holmes,
3.
we found it. Here it is.
That's not 7 seconds, but only 3.
And this is a young Indian elephant,
Ah.
the highlight of the show.
Duval Brothers.
Duval Brothers, a well-known travelling circus that is currently stopped in London. I believe that is exactly the type of circus we are looking for. I'll pay it a visit.
Very good idea. But later on, I will take a break and get something to eat. And in about an hour, I will finish this story. It's really interesting, actually. So, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.